What is going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Chai Talk, where things get hot. So grab onto your cups and let's talk. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mama G, last episode, show the cup. Last episode,
Chai talk.
Mama G,
And nothing to eat with it.
was very intense.
Oh, I have something.
Listen, last episode was very intense.
I'm now talking to you.
I think, oh, come on, don't do this. I feel like we still haven't recovered, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, we still haven't recovered from the last episode.
Hooray to Team Mama.
Bro,
I love you guys.
listen, guys,
I love you guys.
there's no
the
team-
way you supported me, it brings me tears in my eyes. I love you all
Wow.
who was on Team Mama. Believe me. And who was telling Vaji to stop being ungrateful, stop
Okay,
being...
Can we wait till we get into that?
Stop being rude to your mother. You sound so ungrateful wherever you are today because of your mother. I love you all.
So-
you are my heart. You are my soul.
Listen. First of all, there's no teams. There's no Team Mama G, Team Waji. There's none of that. You know, we're all in this together. And the main thing is that we're having these conversations in hopes that you guys have these conversations with your parents. And I'm basically speaking on behalf of all the Desi kids. And you're sharing the perspective on the mothers. And it's not about grateful and ungrateful. I just feel like, look, it's actually interesting. You know, for today's episode, we're going to go through the comments. We're going to talk about last episode because I feel like things still need to be addressed. So we're going to go through the comments.
I'm not talking to you.
And we're going to go ahead and respond to some of them.
First, you need to learn how to speak to your mother.
Okay, I apologize. So I think,
I
just listen,
apologize.
you know what's crazy?
Mere paunch chuo.
You know what's crazy is that on YouTube, it was unique to see the different dynamics at play in the different generation. On YouTube, I feel like majority of it was like a lot of kids relating to me, right? On TikTok, same thing. And then I literally took 1 minute. I took a 1 minute clip out of an hour-long episode. I took a 1 minute clip, right, where I said, how about you just let the kids live? Maybe that's what's good for them. Like, it was like an emotional ass line, right? You know? I put that clip on TikTok and Instagram. On TikTok, all the kids were like, because TikTok's a younger generation, they're all like, man, he's speaking what I've been feeling this whole time. I'm so proud of him. This is like, they're all relating to this. Oh my God, this hit my soul. Oh my God, I can relate to this. On Instagram, however, I feel like was probably a different generation, so they're all like, you sound so ungrateful. Look at the way you're talking to your mom, bro. I feel like a lot of people took it out of context because I was giving a very emotional speech. I was in a very emotional state, and I was finally being able to say my piece, say my truth after 28 plus years. Not plus, 28 years, not 28, but I was able to say my piece after 20 years. So, of course, मैं थोड़ा emotional होऊंगा.
For 18 years, you didn't know where your potty is coming from. What are you talking about?
No, all I'm saying was a lot of built up emotions.
There is no built up.
It was a lot of built up emotions. I finally got it able to say, so I sounded very emotional. I get that, which came across.
You sound very disrespectful to
I get it. I'm sorry. So a lot of people thought I was disrespectful, but also they didn't listen to the entire conversation. But I will say I apologize.
But don't you admit that that's how you are sometimes?
Yeah, honestly, maybe sometimes I am, and I apologize if it comes across as disrespectful. It's never ungrateful. It's not, bro, trust me, it's never ungrateful. Ask any of my friends, ask anybody, bro. Everything that I've done, I do it for you guys because I'm happy, I'm proud, and I'm so thankful. And dude, even in that episode, right as I was going on the emotional speech, I said, I'm thankful for all that you've done for me, for pushing me, and because of you, I am where I am today. I said all of that, but I cut that part out because I wanted it just to be a minute long. In that middle of my speech, I said, I'm so thankful for you, and I'm thankful because of you, I am where I am today, but I cut that out. So no one saw that. That's what I'm trying to say. I made myself look bad. I cut that part out where I said, I'm thankful for you.
Why did you cut that?
Because I wanted to make it shorter. I needed to make it shorter. I needed to make it a minute long. I needed to keep cutting, right? So the reason why I cut that out, because it was just too long. But that part I cut out. So if I kept that part in there, then no one would be saying that I'm ungrateful in this side because I clearly said I'm so thankful.
So what was the problem?
The problem is that maybe I came across disrespectful the way I was speaking.
No. But what was the problem? If you are grateful, you are thankful, you are happy.
No, it was just more so, I think that discussion was about like constantly. And part of it was this, is that I'm not saying, like, I'm talking about the stage that I am in my life today. Someone who's done undergrad, someone who's got his JD, who did grad school 3 years, finished law school, someone who's passed the bar exam, someone who, alhamdulillah, mashallah, is some point where I can stand on my own 2 feet and be accomplished, right? I could go into the world. I'm at that point where I don't need to be treated like a kid anymore, like a baby.
No, you are not treated like a kid.
That's how I feel, right? So I'm not saying like there's a lot of people. I'm saying parents should be strict. Parents should guide. Parents should do all that if they're still in that stage. If I'm talking personally from my stage, Mom, I'm in the stage where I've done.
There is no stage for the parents. No,
I've checked all these boxes where I don't need to be treated like a baby anymore.
Wrong. You are very wrong.
I'm not a rebel child.
First of all, when the things got really serious last episode, and when I got very worried and I was very upset after it was filmed, even my best friend called and she said, "What happened? Why you look so upset?" I said, this thing happened and Vaji is so stressful and all that, and I don't want him to be stressful, and then I don't want, this episode was so raw, so truthful, unfiltered, that I didn't want it to be aired.
Yeah, so she didn't want us. We didn't want to post it.
So I thought, the people will not think, oh my God, what kind of family is this? What kind of arguments are this? What kind of mother I am? So I was really sad beneath my heart that I didn't want to air this episode, but I didn't say anything. But it was astonishing, surprising how many people come across with the issue that they have the same conversation at the home. So it was released for me that people connected with it. Yeah. It was very satisfying that this was not the subject that is out of the world or out of the random, out of normalcy, It was a normal subject, but still it made me sad when you said things that you are pressurized, you are this, you are that, for no reason. And the thing that I came across with all the comments is, Vaji, I think there are two different scenarios to this problem. A lot of people said so many comments, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
We're going to read some. We're going to read some because I want to respond to it, because you're thinking that they're all in favor of you. Yeah. When in reality, a lot of them were siding with me.
There are so many people who wrote, Vaji, you are a good bacha and you are pressurized. You should be allowed. Mama is very strict.
A lot of kids relating.
Yeah, Mama is very strict. Mama should allow you this and that. Only the thing is this, see, you now lost my trail of thought. Anyhow, what was I going to say?
The comments were astonishing.
Comments were astonishing about, So, because the thing is, you are brought up in Eastern household, in Desi household. Yeah. Although we are living in Western world. So there are two constant misguidance that in your mind and in my mind. Mm-hmm. You are brought up in an Eastern household and you live in a Western household. There are two totally different things. Yeah. You are my first generation. Yeah. I carry all the baggage from my Eastern side, and I treat you the way the Eastern life is.
That you were treated.
That I was treated.
Exactly.
And I didn't know that I'm doing something out of the box. Yeah. I didn't, because it was my home routine, where you are going, when you are going to come back, who do you see, who do you are going to meet, what time is you are going to come, do you need a permission to go to all these things. It is normalcy for me because that's how I brought up. But I didn't realize that you guys went outside in the Western world where the kids are allowed to do whatever they after 18.
And it's different that the parents, and we say, oh, are your parents like this? But if you talk to non-Desis, they're like, no, our parents are fine with this. So I never thought that
you are comparing yourself as a Western child, that Western in culture, they do not care what their kids are doing. They do not care about their future. They do not care what they have to become. They leave everything to them. So this is the crucial point, that we are comparing apples and oranges, because how I can give you a Western atmosphere at my home when I'm Eastern. Yeah. So you are asking me to give you the permission as a Western boy. I cannot do that because we are not brought up like that, and we did not raise you like this. Western parents are very lively, living their own life with their own kids. Our kids, our Pakistani Desi culture and our Eastern, we kill ourselves in each and every field to bring you up in the right way.
Yeah. So the thing, I'll respond with that. It's like, I'm not expecting you to be, I'm not expected to be treated as a Western. No, I'm just very thankful to be treated like first generation, to be Pakistani, to be Desi, to grow up with your mentality. Like, that's because all of that is where we are today, right? That's not what I'm trying to say. I just think that there should be a balance. I just think that there should be a moment in someone's life where that idea, mentality, mindset starts to take a backseat, right? That is all I meant to say. Like, I get parents' worries. I get their struggles that they had to go through to raise you. I get all that. I think all that is good up until that point where that man or that woman has become something of themselves, where they're able to stand on their own 2 feet. Now you should be able to take a back seat. Now
we cannot.
No, see, I'm not telling you to take a back seat from 16 to 20. No, I'm asking you to take a backseat when I'm in my late 20s, bro. And then
we can.
So the thing is, it's the
because
balance.
to me, you will be the child all the time.
Exactly, and that's the issue.
And there will be a age difference. There will be huge age difference between me and you cannot meet up that age difference.
Am I not old enough to make my decisions?
There will be a experience difference. Whatever I have experienced in my life, you will never get there until you will to age my age. So there will be no there will be no road that you can come and stand along with me, because I'm going up in age, I'm going up in experience, and you will be always behind.
Okay, so question.
You cannot meet up.
There's never a point in my life where you'll take a back seat?
No, I will not.
So I even saw some comments saying I'm 50 and I have kids and my mom is still like, I'm just saying, like,
I'm also 50. If I'll go,
I'm saying, yeah, but
I'm so sorry. If I'll go to Pakistan, I don't have free will to go anywhere without asking my parents or without telling them.
Again, you left Pakistan.
I do not have a free because I'm with my parents, with my brothers and sisters. I do not have a free will to see anybody that I like to see. I need to have their permission.
But that's how you grew up.
No, still.
But you grew up.
Still, I have my own kids. I'm married.
I get that. But all I'm trying to look, this is what I want to clarify. I don't disagree with parents should guide. Parents should be concerned. Parents should be worried for the kids. It's their kids at the end of the day. They should do all that. They should do that when they turn 10, when they're 2, when they're 8, when they're 10, when they're going up 10 to 16 to 18. They're in high school. Okay, now let's navigate high school together. Okay, now let's talk about the importance of college. Push them college. Okay, to what point? All I'm saying is, yes, do all those things. Get them through high school. Get them through college. If they want to pursue even a higher graduation, do that. Get them to a point where they can get a professional job, get a established job. Do all that, and then you should be able to be like, okay, he's not a kid anymore. She's not a kid anymore. Let them make their decisions.
And we do let them go.
But
you are wrong. Please don't make me mad.
You just said you will never let it go.
No, I mean you do things in your own way, don't you? But I will be worried. I will never let you go.
That's what I'm saying.
I will not be concerned with what is doing. It will never happen.
You're always worried, though. But you're always worried. That's what I'm saying.
I will be always concerned and worried. Yeah. But you always do the things that you want to do.
So all I was trying to say with that clip that I shared, and what I'm trying to say is that parents have a right to be worried and concerned. There should be a balance, though. For how long will you guys be worried? For the rest of your life, for your own sake, for your own help, for your own mental health.
But this is... I'm
for your own mental health. Okay. Even when I'm 50 years old and married and have kids, you'll still be worried? Will you still be worried? Okay, when I'm married and have kids, will you still be worried?
I don't know, because this thing never happened
yet.
But
will you? How long will you be worried till? For the rest of your life?
Listen. Yes, I think so.
But that's what I'm trying to say. There should be a balance.
No, listen to me. You think I like to be worried?
Don't.
You think I like to be concerned?
No.
Nobody wants to, right?
Yeah,
Nobody wants to be worried to the point that they really shake your body and they get into anxiety. Nobody wants that. It is out of control because we are always worried about the well-being of our kids, what they are eating, where they are sleeping, what they are doing. It's always in parenthood and will never end.
And that's something that we have to understand as well. And I'm starting to realize, like,
and you need to be easy with going. If I'm asking 2 or 3 more questions, it should be habit of yours. You should be normal for it. Okay, she's asking, I'm going to answer, and that will be end of the day.
To an extent, then
you are stubborn enough not to accept the authority of your parents, and you want to fly.
So basically, what they want for us to do is accept, and I get it. That's fine. I just think there should be balance. At the end of the day, like I do accept.
Balance is when we let you do whatever you want to do.
But you don't without giving your opinion.
That's okay. That's okay. We have to give our opinion.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just saying, so I guess we have to accept that until we're 30, 40, 50 years old, you'll still be telling us what to do.
We don't tell you.
And you'll give us your opinion.
No.
And you'll be asking me where I'm at, where I'm going, who I'm with, what I'm doing. Is that normal? That's not normal. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying.
But
I'm just,
gee,
no,
how
I'm
many
just challenging.
okay.
I'm just challenging.
Today you went for how many hours without telling me? No, no, just
I'm
tell
just
me.
challenging.
Just tell me today.
You know
how
why?
many hours
you know
you
why?
work?
Yeah, you know why? Because I'm gonna read this comment. So the point of this episode today, guys, we're not gonna continue arguing. We're gonna start reading comments, what people said on YouTube and on Instagram from that minute clip on TikTok, and I think that'll be best. And I'll just the top comment on my Instagram post, at least on my end, as shows me. Top comment on my Instagram post. This was again just a 1 minute clip. Top comment with almost 1,000 likes. Wajji, you need to set boundaries. Our parents are doing the best with what they know. You're responsible for your actions. If you're still trying to please your parents, it's because you've attached your self-worth to their acceptance of you. I say this to you as an older sister, set boundaries, brother. So that's helpful advice. And that's what I'm trying to, like, I think setting boundaries doesn't exist in a Desi's household, especially in their mindset. But as kids, I think we need to make it upon ourselves to have that internal battle with ourselves on how we can respectfully set boundaries.
First of all, I don't understand why it bothers you.
It's 1,000. No, I'm just saying. A lot of people said, "Well, I'm just saying. What's your response to me setting boundaries?" And that's what I do now. I want, like, dude. Again, I want to clarify this again. This is not for kids that are in high school or even in college. Parents are going to constantly tell you what to do and be worried for you. I am talking from a point in my life where I'm at, where I've checked all the boxes where you want me to check. You're still going to make me check 100 more. I'm just saying the very crucial point in my life. I'm almost 30. I've become where I needed to become because of you.
What is wrong with it? If I want to know where you are going, what are you up to?
All this perspective.
What is wrong with it?
Mom,
first tell me.
Can I talk?
No, first of all, you tell me what is wrong with it.
Let me finish talking. All I'm trying to say is that everything that I'm saying right now is from a perspective where I am at in life and where the kids are in my life. I'm not telling the youth.
You have said this thousands times.
I'm not telling the youth out
You're
there.
You're repeating this
No,
times.
I'm not telling the youth because I want to emphasize. I'm not telling the youth out there.
You have said this too many times. At your age, you need to flee. At your age, you need to fly.
Yes, bro,
at your age, at my age, who has accomplished this? Who has?
Okay, you need to set boundaries. Response to that. What's your response to me setting boundaries?
No, are you president of USA?
You are responsible for your actions, and if you're still trying to please, I'm responsible for my actions. I need to set boundaries. What is your response to that?
Yeah, and that's good. I mean, I don't know what are the boundaries. Anyhow,
I tried setting boundaries, and then look what there was a TikTok that I said, when you set boundaries in a Desi household, and mom was like freaking throwing a juta at me.
Okay, listen to me. Do you remember when we were used to talk that Ahmed will become a doctor one day?
Yeah.
And he said, you will be in everything. And I said, guess what? You are in the surgery room. And I opened the surgery room door and, Ahmed! And he said, Mama, what you are doing here?
All right, someone said, nah, I'm on your mom's side on this one. Coming from someone who has raised by overprotective parents and had the same thoughts you have, I can say that you'll realize one day they are the only ones who actually cared. You won't always have your parents in your life, and then you can live the way you want to, but it won't satisfy you at all. You'll miss them guiding you and looking out for you because at that point, no one else will. At least not like them. We don't see the value of what we have until it's gone, unfortunately. Also, your mom is amazing, so you should always listen to her. So someone is siding with you on this one.
Yeah,
and
of
saying,
course.
care for, and I get that. I understand that parents genuinely just coming from a place of care. I just think it shouldn't get to a point where it starts to build resentment and animosity in the kid's life. And that's all I'm saying. I think kids got to do a better job of understanding, and parents have to do a better job of striking a balance.
You need to understand that parents only want your happiness. If we are telling you something, we are not talking out of any junk box,
Yeah.
So always you are reading the comments now. That's okay.
No, I want you to read some comments too. And then someone said, everyone who's saying he's ungrateful have completely missed the point. That form of gaslighting is what causes parental resentment between parents and their kids. When this man spent his entire life trying to please and make his parents happy, the end result when he's taking his final free breath is going to be filled with animosity and regret. I don't think it's to that level for me, at least, alhamdulillah, personally. His job is not to make his parents happy. His job is to live completely full and satisfying life, however he chooses to define that. Are you listening to me?
No.
You don't make kids, just listen to this. You don't make kids to create mini-me versions of yourself. If that's what you think parenting is about, then you shouldn't be parents. Respond to that.
Yeah, I think it's true. But naturally, it doesn't happen. It is true, but she's saying whatever we're saying is true. But it does not go that way, eventually when you have your own kids, you will have expectations.
Yeah.
You will love them, you are going to guide them, and obviously my goal was all of my life is to make you guys happy. I did everything to make you guys happy, but still if you have some resistance to say the boundaries, I don't know what kind of boundaries you are talking about, because at your age, name one place that you have not seen. Name one good restaurant that you have not eaten.
You still don't understand the point.
Name
You still don't
one
understand it.
place.
You still
No,
don't understand what I'm saying.
No,
you
are.
still don't get it.
But
You still don't
I'm
get it.
telling you
You've
that
repeated this 1,000 times. And you're telling me I repeated
Okay,
things.
that's
You
what-
repeated this 1,000 times. Where haven't you gone? That's not the point. You're completely missing the point.
because it comes with the independence.
completely
Vaji.
missing the point,
No,
man.
are you dependent?
What
It-
didn't
because
you not
in-
see at the age of 23?
independence.
At the age of 23, you saw 10 times more than I did.
What?
When at your age of 23, you saw way more than I did.
No,
So what's your point in that then? What are you trying to say?
I'm telling you that you have true independence. You are not depending on anything. You do have freedom. You do have happiness in your life, because
I think with this comment, I don't agree with it fully. I think part of a kid's job, at least part of it, is to make our parents happy, because like, at least for kids, for parents that came to America, left everything behind for a better life for us. I think we do have to give back to our parents. I don't agree with that. That fully don't like completely disregard your parents. You know that's not me.
Yeah, exactly.
You know that's not me.
No,
So I don't agree with that. Like I 100% do think that we should give back to our parents, give back to the parents first and foremost because of everything they did for us. I just don't think that you should only solely live for them.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. I do think that you
and
should.
parents will not like that too.
Yeah, I don't think you should solely live for them. I think the problem is that the idea of acceptance is that we are constantly trying to be accepted by our parents, even though they're constantly telling us things to do and do this, do that. I think kids got to like maybe not rely on that too much. Don't rely too much on a parent's acceptance.
Yeah.
And find that happiness.
Don't try to make them happy all the time.
Yeah, find the happiness
Look for
within
your
yourself.
happiness too. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's, again, it's a balance, but I think find the happiness within yourself. But
And believe me, I'm very, very lenient on you. Whatever you want to talk about, whatever you want to talk to, you guys talk. I never give you the telephone lines, or you cannot be talking to this person or that person.
I just think having these conversations are very important. And I think that's the whole point of these conversations. It's like no one has done this. No one's publicizing this. No one's posting this. No one's having these conversations for everybody else to listen to. And I think it's actually honestly helped Mama G and I understand each other better as well. And she understands me better now. And like even throughout the house.
Are you
after these
happy
episodes,
the way I'm treating you now?
a little bit, yeah, for sure. It's gone a lot better, and I'm being more understanding as well of where you're coming from. So I think having these conversations with your parents are important, and it's good. And I'm happy that we're able to start that dialogue for you guys and your guys' households to start doing that. Another comment. Go,
And
sorry.
after all, we are all family, beta.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
share happiness, we share sadness. We will know you better when we'll know your activities, what is going on in your brain, in your heart. We will learn better things about you, and then we will act in a better way.
Yeah. A comment right here. One of the top comments on YouTube now. I'm looking at YouTube. My blood pressure went up watching this. All mothers are different. I feel her generation is very hard to get to change or see a different point of view. I just pray that we learn from parents and take their good, bad, ugly, and use it correctly in our lives with our kids. I commend you for sitting and having this very hard conversation with your mom.
Yeah.
I think changing, I think a lot of times kids will try to change or try to help you guys, the parents, understand a mindset, but you guys are not going to change. You guys, I'm being honest, you guys are stuck in that mindset, in that ways. Maybe you guys will start to understand a little bit. Like you have been doing, you've been understanding a bit more, and you've been understanding that. But at the end of the day, that root, the way where you came and how you were brought up, I don't think there's a completely way to erase that. You can't erase that. That's just how you've been brought up. And so I think we shouldn't maybe try so hard. Kids maybe shouldn't try so hard, constantly wasting their breath and like mental space to constantly get their parents to understand. Instead, they should
Choose your battle wisely.
Choose your battles, and instead work on yourself to not attach that acceptance onto them with everything that you do, and don't feel so guilty even though parents they do this where they make the kids feel guilty all the time.
And it is so hard when you go out and I don't ask you and I don't know your whereabouts, because I don't want you to get mad. That's why I don't ask you. But you think it's easy on me. It's not easy on me. It will be better if I will know where you are going or what you are up to. But I don't ask. Because of you, I don't ask anymore.
Good, and I appreciate that.
No, but it is not easy on me.
Yeah.
You know, it's not easy,
Of
because I
course.
will love to know, how long you will be out there, how long you are going to come back, what your trips are coming, if you would you should go to the trips or not.
I don't mind telling you. It's just when it becomes too much, and it's that constant like nagging.
Like in Egypt when you went to Ramadan, I was kind of
For a charity trip, yeah.
I was like, very short trip. Egypt was like far away. It was
And you
Ramadan.
told me not to, and you told me not to go. Don't go. What's the point? You try to convince me so much, and I'll go.
Oh, no, Egypt went?
Yes, and that trip, alhamdulillah, turned out to be one of my favorite. Like, I got to experience being in
No,
Egypt.
I didn't stop you.
Bro, with everything you try to stop me, bro. Mom, with
I did
Egypt,
not,
you even said
I
Kazuru
was
that.
worried. No. I was
With
worried.
every trip, you try to stop
even
me.
your passport was expiring and you were
Yeah,
getting
you
new
said, what's the point?
passport.
Don't go.
No, if I didn't want to, you remember we missed you Jummah? I wanted you get your passport to send you early in the embassy, and we both missed
But
Jummah that day.
did you not want me to go?
No.
Did you not? Did you say don't?
I was worried because it's Ramadan and how you are going to deal with all fasting and everything.
Whatever decision we make, the parents will tell us not to do it or not to go. Take it for what it is. If you feel it's right, if
You
you're
always
old
do
enough,
it.
yeah, and
You
I do
always
because I'm
do
old
it.
enough. Like I'm trustworthy enough. I'm
No.
responsible enough.
But gee, since when? I mean, from high school, you did whatever you wanted to do.
No, bro, I couldn't even sleep. I could. You know how hard it was to sleep over friend's house. You know how hard it was to sleep over a friend? Come
Yeah,
on.
no,
Mom,
because-
come on. Why you acting like I could do whatever? I didn't even ask my friends to go sleep. They would say, hey, we're having sleepover, we're doing this. I was too scared to even, I say no. I would already say no, I can't. Because I'm too scared. Because I know what you're going to say, what your reaction is going to be. Like, hell no. Bro,
But
all
did
my
you
friends
go to
and I would,
sleepovers?
and how would you react?
And
You
you
mean
went
you
to-
would talk to their parents. You would like, they would be thinking like, damn, what? Like, because they're all white. We grew up white, and they're like, damn, like what is this mom like coming all like, like make
Because
sure he has this, make sure he has that, do this, do that. Like, oh, is this gonna be safe for all the bro? You would make it
Because you
the
are my
biggest
treasure.
deal ever.
You are my treasure.
I get that, I
and I
know.
need to keep that treasure
But that's what I'm
safe
trying to say.
and sound.
You're saying I could do whatever I want. No, mom, that's what even since
Still,
high school,
I was
couldn't
afraid
do
I
whatever I
let you
could
go
want.
to sleepovers. I let you go to
But it's-
farmhouses.
but there's
I
so
let
many
you go-
sleepovers that I've missed. There's so many events that I've missed because I'm scared to even ask. There's a thing within Desi households, bro, is that if you go out once, like with friends, if you hang out with one's friends, God forbid that you go out the next night. You can't go back to back. You can't hang out with friends back to back. What's the point? You just hung out with them. Like in our Desi household, bro, you know this. Like, but going to a dawat back to back is fine. Going to your parties is fine. But if we want to hang out with our friends back to back, it's like it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It's like God forbid we do that. Like why?
I will see how you will deal with your kids.
But so these are all just small examples that I just brought up. You're saying that I've done everything that I've done, but do you see
You have not done yet.
Mama, but do you see the loops that I have to go through to do those things?
Like what?
There's loops. There's the anxiety of even asking you. There's a stress of even asking you. I'm scared to even ask you. What is my mom gonna say? Oh my God. Then I have to tell my friends. Oh, you have to convince her. Oh, you're gonna have to talk to her. Like the anxiety to even ask you. Like there's so many loops you have to get through.
I don't remember, Baji. You are talking about kindergarten.
No, but it's not kindergarten. It's high school.
You are talking about
or even
kindergarten.
trips. If my friends want to go on a trip, right? They're like, oh, just tell your mom. The anxiety to even tell you that I'm going, like, I do everything that I want to do, right? You're saying that, oh, you end up doing whatever you want to do, but you're not understanding as a kid of all the loopholes and all the loops and hurdles that we have to jump and go through to even do those things.
Get over with it now.
What? Get over with what?
Get over with all the loops and anxieties and pressure.
How?
So
So get over it by like just telling you and like hearing your opinion and be like, okay, I get that. But do whatever I want to do still?
But because it's past. It's the past. Because the
It still
thing is,
happens still to
Baji,
the same,
no. The thing is that you don't understand when you go out, you take our heart and soul with you.
Yeah, but it's only with me though, not with your other kids.
No, with Eamon, I don't allow Eamon anywhere.
Eamon's different. With Ahmad, you don't care.
No, I do.
So that's also, guys, a lot of frustration stems from that as well when I'm talking, is because I'm seeing how it's only with me. Where she has this attachment.
Ask Ahmed.
Mama, you're not the same way when it comes to him. You let him do whatever the heck he wants. And with me, it's like, I still do whatever I want, but you're 10 times more worried. You're 10 times more because I have no heart with you, bro.
I think, no. Because, see, Ahmed is not with me right now. So I don't know what he's doing all the time.
Even then, when he was living at home.
No. I always ask him.
On this point, there's a comment, and I want to get your reaction and response to this. Vudgie, your mom has separation anxiety from you. That is why she acts and reacts the way she does. She has fears and is constantly worried about your safety and losing you in different aspects. These fears stem from how she feels when she is with you. She feels safe, happy, connected, and understood. But as soon as you leave, she experiences separation anxiety. Seeing you talk in this podcast about your experience with your mom, it seems like her anxieties are affecting your life and decisions you make. I would recommend having more conversations like this and reassuring that you are okay and safe. She needs to build trust and faith in you. Also, something that might help your relationship. If she leans on other kids or her husband, it seems like all the pressure of her happiness is on you. What a comment.
100%
What a
correct
comment.
comment.
The last part, I didn't even read the full. I didn't even read the full thing up until now. That last part was so. Wow, what a comment. I think they summed it up.
Salute.
No, they completely summed it up.
Yeah.
They summed it up on what the problem is, what I should be doing, and what you should be doing. That was beautiful. So let's tackle this one by one. Your thoughts on her saying or whoever this was saying that your mom has separation.
Say the name.
It says Aman Kaur. Wajji, your mom has separation anxiety from you. Like, you're constantly worried, she fears you, and she sees that, she attaches that happiness onto you. And the fears stem from how she feels when she's with you. She feels safe, happy, connected, etc., etc.
Yeah,
but as soon as you leave, she experiences separation anxiety. Explain that.
Yeah, exactly. Because when you are not around, I'm sad. I don't know why. And when Eman is not around, I'm sad because I'm used to you guys so much. And Tariq, I don't care where is he, because he never gave a good company. He's always on his phone. Yeah. So at least when you need to understand I'm a human being too. I need a company. I need a connection. If my husband is that way, it's not my fault. So if I will not rely on you, where will I go? If Eamon just sit with me, drink tea, and we watch together, that is my company. You come, you hug, you kiss, that is my company. What should I do?
I understand that, and I get all that, and I empathize with you, which is why we do all these things. But you can't constantly rely for that sense of happiness, security.
Yeah, I don't
for the rest of your life.
That's why. No, that's why.
That's why you have to seek Allah. You have to seek your religion. You have to seek meditation.
That's what I'm doing.
You have to find an outlet for your own self. Not for me. Forget about my freedom and my feeling. Do it for yourself.
And that's what I do all the time.
Do it for yourself.
Don't you see?
See, and she's saying also something that might help your relationships if she leans on other kids or her husband. It's like it comes across as if you're leaning entirely on me, and it seems like
it's
all
not
the pressure,
entirely you and
all
Eamon.
the pressure of your happiness is from me.
You are Eamon because Ahmed is not here. Tariq is.
But is it true? Yes or no? Most of your happiness, the pressure of happiness, from who's it from?
No, because the thing is that I think I rely on both of you very much. You and Eamon, both, very, very much. Because we do things together all the time. We three of us.
Yeah, that just started happening though. I was gone away for school for 8 years of my life.
I know, but the thing is, since you were back, always whenever you are back.
Whenever I come home visit.
We always do together everything.
It's like babysitting 2 kids. I swear.
Oh my God.
That's how it feels for me, as if I'm like the father figure. But yeah, I think that's what it is. I think you have separation anxiety, 100%. That's definitely what it is. You have a separation anxiety. Like, it has to be.
I don't know what is separation or not, but I do have anxiety. I do have anxiety of other things too. So,
a lot of people saying, hats off to you for posting this real and raw content. We are proud of you, and thank you for posting for all us brown people. These conversations are completely needed. I'm proud of you for having the strength to get through this with your family. So a lot of people, good for you for posting this. Honestly, really appreciate that you thought it was, even though it was difficult for you both, these episodes made me feel like I'm not alone, and there are others that feel the same way that I do.
I am so surprised that so many people are relating to this. I am so surprised because I thought, we are not showing the good face to the world, But I think this is happening everywhere in the world with between kids and parents, and they can relate to us.
100%. And that's why I was like, you know what? These comments and these encouraging, for us to post, seeing that people can relate to this. Yeah. That was the whole point of this podcast. A mom and a son, or a mom and daughter relationship, just parent and child relationship, and talking through that within our culture, within our societies, the struggles, the pressures, the anxieties, whatever else that comes with it, the happiness, the ups and downs, and just I think this is the only platform. This is the only podcast that's
platform.
done that.
Exactly.
We're the only people that have done that, and I feel like
Exactly.
so many people can relate and connect. So that's why I
Exactly,
appreciate it.
exactly.
So
And
if
this
you guys
is
are not
such a-
subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe.
Yeah, and plus it's such a good breeze of thoughts and of the real issues.
Don't you feel like your mind opens up? My mind opens up. Yeah.
With good real issues that I also think that parents should be a little bit easier now on kids, and they should be more opening to them about their thoughts, and kids also let them know nicely whatever they are thinking.
Okay, I'm gonna a couple more comments. Thank you for your honesty and vulnerability. It's genuinely very relatable. This comment is from Fatima or Fatmam. Mama, launch those birds from the nest. You have given them wonderful tarbiyat. You've given them very wonderful upbringing,
I know.
and they will be able to decipher right from wrong. So I saw this in the comments, like, bro, you've raised you've raised enough kids for them to launch them from the nest, for them to go ahead and
But
decipher
I
what's
need
right or
my
wrong.
time with them too.
Time is different from fear, worry. Time is different from controlling.
Yeah, no, it's
Time
not
is different from controlling.
It's not controlling. I think at the end of the day, it's all that I want to spend time with you guys. Yeah.
Okay, but it's not the time though. But you see how that.
I think you guys don't realize that all of my past 25 years I gave
But
it
Mom,
to
but
you
you can't
wholly,
rely on-
solely.
but the thing
I
is,
know.
you can't-
And
that's-
now
that's
when
wrong.
I had that job raising you and doing everything for past 25 years, now you are ready to fly and you are flying.
You have to.
I know. And then I'm all alone sitting here
life.
doing nothing. So it's mean I need some
Then you
quality
need
time
another
with
kid.
you guys too.
You would get quality time all the time. What's gonna happen when I get married? This is the part of life.
That's what
This is the part of life.
So
You
that's
did it
why
with
we
your
need
parents.
to find a balance, the road that you guys can do your stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and then sometimes you will be with me. So I
course.
don't feel a void that you guys that I'm done with my jobs and there is
But you
nothing
need
to
to
do
be able
and
to
they
fill-
are
but
saying
you need to
tata
be-
bye bye. Now you are your own. No, I need you now too.
We're never gonna do that. Even when I get married, obviously I'm gonna be around. I'm gonna be visiting, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But there has to be a balance, and there has to be you can't constantly rely on your kids to fill that
No,
void.
I'm not
You need to fill that
relying,
void
but gee,
yourself, Mom.
Listen, you don't go drive with me. You do not cook with me. You do not do any chores with me. You do not run errands with me. You do not
You
walk
don't-
with
you don't
me.
do these things with
what,
me.
What you are doing to spend time with me?
But being here in your presence all the
I
time.
know. Sometimes you come downstairs, watch half an hour
Is that
TV
better
with
than
us.
not? Is that better than me? Okay, so would you rather have that or me not even be in this state?
No.
I'm
I
just
know.
so confused
I'm
right now. Would
saying
you rather
that
have that or me not even?
You are doing your stuff, but on other hand, I think that I also.
What if I get married and move out the state?
not move off the
No,
state.
see, look. What if I'm taking right now? I would get married. I want to leave the state. I want to go live somewhere else. Then what? You cannot constantly rely on
Remember
me
a FaceTime
to fill your
talks
void.
every night FaceTime?
No, see, Mama, that's what happens with
You
parents, bro.
remember
And that's what happens with kids.
that was not good.
What?
Our FaceTime every night when you were in New York or when
Would
you
we?
were. Yeah, every night
would
FaceTime.
we really?
Yeah. We talk
I
to
don't
each
know
other
about
on
all that.
FaceTime.
I don't. Maybe not all the time, but sometimes.
Yeah,
yeah.
no, FaceTime all the time. Remember?
Yeah. And,
then,
I like that. I think our
when I was
relationship
in
was
San
good.
Diego, when I was in San Diego, you FaceTime me. You said I miss that FaceTime.
I miss it because, bro, I like that relationship where we're away and we talk to each other all the time.
Yeah.
Seeing it just kind of builds a lot of you know what I'm saying? Because you have your ways and I have my ways, and sometimes they don't mesh. They don't mesh.
Okay. Let's make a deal. But if you every day you give me 2 hours of yours, every day 2 hours.
What?
Yeah.
No, what do you
take
mean?
me to
No.
the walk or drive
I
me
do already
somewhere.
I do give you.
Only to mine, not your phone, not to watching TV. 2 hours.
I've been doing that. All I'm trying to say is this: if I start doing that,
and how long you have taken me anywhere?
If I
You
start
have
doing
not
that,
taken
if
me
I
anywhere.
start,
You
listen,
have not taken the
if
trip.
I start doing that, then what? You're gonna be even more dependent. You're gonna rely on me even more. You're never gonna let me leave the nest. You're never gonna let me go start my life and have my family.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are having Vaji's wedding very soon.
Oh, we're breaking this year. I don't know about very soon, but I want to get married maybe in a year or two, but that's crazy. Just listen. I don't understand. If I spend time with you, you're going to constantly keep relying on me. What if, just my question going back to this, what if I want to get married and move out the state?
Yeah, okay,
Then
but
what?
then I will move.
No, see, that's what I'm trying to say. You need to start separating yourself already. You need to start filling that void already. Same with other parents.
Okay,
if
I'm
they're
going to
through
find
this.
a job now, people.
Mom, it's
that
not
I have enough मेरी हड्डियों में जान है ना कि मैं अभी जाके जॉबें भी करूं, इनके खाने भी बनाऊं.
Who's telling you to do a job? Just find a hobby. Pick up a hobby. Go on walks on your own. Talk to friends. Stop relying on me for that. Like, what is that? Picking up a hobby for what? You're ulti for picking up a hobby?
Don't lecture me what I need to do, okay?
Bro, I'm just saying right now is that these boundaries need to be set. And if I'm like, you're stopping me from living.
Chikka.
You're stopping me.
Choka. That's what I heard from the boundary. I swear to God.
Oh, cricket.
Whenever they say boundaries, I swear. I grew
Boundary.
up watching cricket. When he says boundary, in my mind is choka. Chikka.
I want to play cricket so bad. But anyways, let's just agree to, like, maybe we can agree to disagree.
No, I can agree. I will tell the parents, sweet parents, please,
Tell yourself.
No, I'm doing it. Come on. I'm doing. I'm letting you go. I'm not asking any question. I'm not calling you.
No, it's not. Aside from that, also stop relying on one specific kid to fill that void. If that kid needs to, like you said, leave the nest and they need to go start their life, that does not mean completely ignoring you.
You are free.
That doesn't mean ignoring you.
But he's fighting like free Palestine. Free Palestine.
I really am, bro.
I swear to God, Wajid's struggle is like free Palestine. You know, I'm Israel and he's again he's saying free, free, free. And when he says free, it comes in my mind, free Palestine.
I don't know if we should be able to joke about these things because obviously, like, I get you have humor.
No,
going
but
on
you
right
say
now.
free.
I get it. You're not.
Know. But you know, every single day I pray for my Palestinian brothers and sisters.
I just came from a Palestine protest in LA.
Yeah.
And I was screaming. You know, maybe why I keep saying free because I kept screaming free, free, free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
We kept doing that. We kept doing chants.
Yeah.
Free, free, free Palestine. So maybe that's why I keep saying free, free,
No,
free, free, free. What
yeah.
G?
And
Free me, bro. Free me.
Free Vaji.
I'm just saying, Mom, I'm just worried for the future. Honestly, maybe I should just stop worrying. I should stop caring.
Yes.
I should let you deal with that.
Yes.
I think that's what I should. Honestly, that's my problem because, that just hit
Why
me right
you
now.
don't get me new daddy?
Dude, that just... Oh my God.
Yeah.
Kasarabi.
So he can give me company. So it has to no burden with you. With this daddy, things will not get better.
Yeah, this daddy.
With this daddy, things will not get. So give me new dad. I will go, the places, to the vacations.
You do your thing.
And
all I'm saying is, I just hit
so
me
this
right
is
now.
the problem. See, get this problem.
But that's
solved.
not my problem.
No,
that's your problem.
No, Shabala to tu hi banega.
No, but that's your problem. Wait, Oh my God.
अपनी शादी की बजाय बैठा हुआ मेरे साथ मैं दुल्हन बनी बैठी हूँ और मुझे देख रहे हैं शादी मेरी नहीं थी मम्मा ने चाह के बैठी हुई है.
Isn't there a movie where that happened where the kid was supposed to get married and the mom ended up getting married before the kid? Again, like remarried? Okay, whatever.
No, I didn't.
There was a movie like that.
Really?
We
should make one movie like this.
Oh yeah, but you...
पता चले कि whatever the jewelry I supposed to give it to them on their weddings, I am wearing myself and tata bye-bye.
Anyways, it just hit me right now, y'all. It really just hit me. I have to stop worrying about the future. Let me just live in the present. I'll let you deal with that.
Exactly.
Why am I worried about my life and how I'm going to be with my future wife or my family, my kids, and me like starting my life?
Yeah.
I'm going to do all that. And I'm going to have to
choose your Sherwani color.
I'm going to let you deal with your struggles.
Exactly.
Because there's nothing I can do for that.
And plus you are just here for us.
I'm always going to be there.
Exactly.
I can't.
If you will be able to help,
guys,
then you will be helped.
This just hit me, man.
No.
I'm going to
Listen,
stop caring.
If you will be there, and if you will be able to help, then help.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
Mama G's, of course, getting a call. Just ignore it for a second. Another comment. I'm a 36-year-old parent to a 14-year-old son, my only child, and we lately have been arguing, and this episode has brought me back to me remembering how young adult I was, how I felt back then. It makes me realize that I need to step back and let him make his own decisions because they do got to learn on their own. And when I give him my opinion, I need to say it once and stop repeating it. Exactly what I was trying to say. And even sometimes don't give my opinion because I don't want him to second guess. He has a life to live. He has to live his life the way he wants to be happy because I do put lots of pressure and I need to ease up on him. Thank you for this episode. Love, Kim. Kim, thank you for that comment. Again, I do still think, if I'm just commenting, I still think that if a kid is young, you should be able to guide them. But yeah, like you said, give them their opinion, let them make decisions on their own. I was, again, talking from a perspective of where I'm at in my life and how old I am in my life. But again, if I would not change a thing on how you raised us through high school and through all that, I wouldn't change a thing because that's what pushed us to get to where we are today. So I wouldn't change a thing with that. So I appreciate that. Any comments that you have to say, Mom?
No. I'm very glad that I'm this episode to you people. Believe me, the way you guys engage with us, the way you respond to these talks, especially I was very worried about the last episode, but I am really honored and humble for your comments, for your genuine opinion. We have thinking on different lines now. Kids will be thinking on different lines. We have brought this point of Western and Eastern culture together. So there should be always middle road that we both can walk easily.
100%. And at the end of the day, I'm speaking from a kid's perspective, and I'm not a parent yet. So I won't be able to understand where you're coming from until I become a parent.
Exactly.
And I've reiterated that multiple times.
Inshallah,
and I understand that. And I understand that. I definitely understand that. So maybe I'll revisit all these conversations, and I'll sit with, and then I'll sit with Mama G. Then I'll have a chai talk episode. We'll sip chai.
Yeah.
Who knows how old I'll be or how old my kid will be, and I'll be like, Mama G.
Yes,
everything you said was right. Yeah, right.
Inshallah.
That's
it will be
goal,
amazing. It will be amazing. Yeah. But thank you for my learning. Thank you for the making me this new thought in my mind. I am humble and I'm very honored that I am on this journey with you guys. And as long as you are learning, I'm learning, kids are learning.
Yeah.
It's all good, and we are so happy to bring to you this to your life. And we do not feel separated from you guys.
Yeah.
We relate with you, and I am happy that you relate with us.
So that goes to say that watch this with your mom, watch it with your dad, watch it with your parents, because if you're not gonna, if at least watching this episode with them will spark conversations.
Exactly. Yes.
Do that.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point of this. Do that. We're having these conversations because we want you to have these conversations to relate and also be able to understand a parent's perspective, understand a kid's perspective. And you guys are seeing the journey that Mama G herself is having of understanding. And same with me of my journey that I'm understanding parents.
And you should allow your kids to talk. I was bold enough to give them tarbiyat that they could talk to me
Confidence.
like no, and then they talk to me as if these matters are for dying and death and everything. I mean, these matters are so important.
We're able to challenge you.
And some parents do not even allow to talk to
which
kids.
I don't think is right.
Yeah, they do not allow them to talk these things in front of them. There is boundaries. They just shut the line. No, you cannot talk to this. So I will encourage parents, please allow your kids to talk to them.
Because at the end, of the day, parents aren't always right.
No,
they're not always right.
No, they are not.
Exactly.
Not.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
So allow them to talk.
Yeah. So no, I have seen the families. Their fathers are so strict, and their mothers are so strict. They even cannot say whatever they wanted to say.
Yeah, exactly.
But I have given them this intervention, this azadi, that they can speak out whatever they want to, their mind, their heart.
Alhamdulillah. On that note, again, thank you guys again for just being on this journey with us. And let us know what you guys would like, what other topics we should discuss, anything that you guys are dealing with, battles that you guys are dealing with. It was a very intense episode, last one, but now we kind of carried on with that. And we appreciate reading all the comments, all the opinions that you guys.
It is
and
amazing.
I appreciate the people that are doing it in a respectful way.
Yeah.
Like, I appreciate, like, honestly, there's comments that, I mean, I don't let it get to me, but there's people that are rude and disrespectful, like, who the hell are you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, they're probably randoms. It doesn't matter to me, but the people that I really watch, the people that comment respectfully, the people that are open our eyes.
90% of people. 90%
So,
of people are...
I really appreciate that. And I really appreciate your opinions. Your guys, when you guys engage, like this video, go ahead and comment, tell us your thoughts, because that allows us to know that you guys relate with us.
Exactly.
So engage with us. That's what we want. We love to hear that, and we really appreciate that, and we see it.
Exactly.
We see it, so.
And it's a hard work to put everything together. Today is a Friday night. Vaji is going to work all night to put
I'm
this
gonna post it tomorrow or the day after.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. And plus the thing is that I was going to say something...
It's okay. This episode got
No,
a
yeah,
little
you
longer.
wanted to hear my story. All the we
Oh,
we
yeah.
were sitting, and he always said, "Tell your story, tell your story." So,
She
but,
never wants to.
No, but one of these days, maybe when we will finish we did not have anything to talk about. Whenever
yeah.
we are sitting without
just talk.
anything in the ahead that what we are going to talk, we just start talking, and it goes to another
It's
direction.
literally just chai talk.
Yeah, it's clearly is a chai
Chai
talk.
talk. Anyways, thank you guys again so much. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, engage with us, join our journey, and always love you guys so much and appreciate all the support.
Thank you, Baji. Keep safe, keep happy with long, happy, healthy lives. Don't forget to pray for Palestinian people. We are all praying for you. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you peace that you want.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Take it easy, y'all. Peace.